What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be my first vlog, and it is going to be coming from the Wisconsin Dells card show. I am currently en route. I'm about 30 minutes away, so I'll give you guys another heads up right when I arrive. But right now I'm getting prepared, listening to some Sasha T, trying to think about what cards that I want to trade for. I recently, if you watched my mail videos, picked up a Josh Allen National Treasures Auto PSA 10 and a Jadon Sancho Green Topps Chrome Rookie number to 99 PSA 9. The Sancho's a card that I'm looking to see if I can trade up real quick because I just picked that up. The only problem is I did pick that up for cash, so I will have to see what deal entices me enough to take cards back because I paid cash for that. If I had done a trade, I'd be a little bit easier and I wouldn't be as hesitant to make a deal. But I will give you guys another little heads up right when I arrive, and we'll see some cases. I've seen some massive cards on Instagram. Some people that I've seen are like Mahomes Shield from National Treasures, Luka RPAs from NT, and stuff like that. I've seen tons of sports memorabilia, which is very surprising, like autographed jerseys, helmets, and whatnot. So that's very interesting to see. I don't know if I'm going to pick anything up like that because I've kind of gotten rid of my collection as I've moved into collecting sports cards. But I will give you guys any video on any deal that I make. I will let you guys know the final trade details or final purchase price or whatever I may do, and I will try and see if I can record some of it. It's just I don't have a person filming for me and I'm on my phone, which makes it a little difficult, but I will do my best for you guys. I'll catch you guys at the Wisconsin Dells. What's going on, YouTube? This is going to be part 2. You saw the intro already, and unfortunately I was unable to film any more parts of the Wisconsin Dells show, but I am going to be going over all of my pickups and purchases. I mainly made a lot of big trades. I didn't bring too much cash, but there was one deal that I just couldn't pass up on. Great value for a guy that I've been trying to get some of his autos. And but I do have pictures that I will put up on screen to accompany this little clip recording. But to begin, I am just going to be going over just purchase by purchase. I don't really have any specific order that I want to do this in, but I'll say when I purchased this, what parts of the show. These are my last sales of the show, these Jordan Pools. I will try and do my best to organize it into timelines based off of when I bought it for you to help clarify information, but I'm just going to be trying to go over all of my purchases really quickly in this video. So this was actually my last pickup. I was walking out of the show and I just thought, you know what? This is too good of a deal to pass up on. I saw these available and he had just had his 38, I think, or 36 point performance. This was $10. I bought this along with this DeAndre Hunter right here. I got these two second for $30 total. This goes for $30. I think this is around $20. It doesn't look too bad as centering, but it's a little off-centered. It's just a card that I'll wait for the playoffs for both of these guys and hope that their teams can get an upset in the first round. And these I picked up for $35 a piece. They are going roughly for, I think, 60 to, I even saw as high as 150 on eBay. I guess I can get more in the range of 60 to 80 for these if I want, but I'm just going to wait on him. I think he's going to be the successor to Steph Curry in maybe 3 years down the line. So we'll see how that goes. But those are two purchases that I was super excited to be able to do. I just thought that was a perfect deal for me to do. I got great value out of it for only spending, if you look at it, I spent $100 and received 2 PSA 9 silvers of Pool, a hollow of Pool, and a DeAndre Hunter PSA 9. I think that's pretty good purchases for $100 on the nose. Now this next deal, this is going to be a little bit confusing. I will go over this second, but unfortunately you're just going to have to look up on the screen shot that I'm going to provide right here. I traded my set of cards that you can see in the photo. I traded a Jadon Sancho PSA 10 from Topps Chrome. If you watched my mail unboxing video, I recently picked that up. I paid full eBay value for that because I got it in a set deal. I think I paid, if you look it out, it works out to be that I paid around $600 for it. I ended up getting like $600 to $650 in trade value. I don't think I've went over this unless it was in my Chicago Card Show video, but that Ronald Acuna Bowman's Best green, I actually got for $450 worth, I traded 4 Fernando Tatis Jr. first Bowmans that I picked up for $110 a piece. So I got it for roughly $440. I got $950 is what the agreed amount that me and the seller worked out to be on for this card. So overall, we're at $1,550 in value. I traded away that Ansu Fati, which I didn't want to give up because it looks such good condition. I thought it could get a 10 in gem possibly, but I just thought for this deal I had to get it done, as well as that True Gem Plus Plus. I don't even know what they call that, but that 210s, 295 Zion Williamson Prism for the Mike Trout Update PSA 9. This was the second booth that I saw in the show, and I was super excited to see a Trout because of how well he's been playing this year. I think he's probably the favorite for MVP, but soon I realized that Trout was extremely liquid. Everybody had that. Everybody was looking to sell. And there were not that many buyers, although there were some to make it a pretty liquid card. So many people had them that the price was just dropping each table that you went to further in the back of the room, which is why I think I overpaid a little. I think I could have probably gotten the deal done without the Fati or without the Zion, just because of the price that I ended up agreeing on with the seller because he was right in the front of the room. But still a good deal. So this right here, these 3 Kevin Porter Jr.'s, these are all that I have left. I traded my Zion Williamson variation from Contenders Optic, PSA 10. I think it is a population 6 for 5 Kevin Porter Jr. PSA 10s and a Kobe Bryant second year PSA 8 that you're going to see in a later trade. Now, that Zion, the Red Wave, I think, went for around $800. And I ended up getting, these are going for $80 a piece. I'm just treating them as liquid, which means like stuff that I can move very easily. I'm just counting them as $400 cash, basically, what I did. But I decided to keep 3 of them. And then that Kobe, which I think we agreed on basically as a throw-in to the deal. I just tried to negotiate a little bit more, and I was lucky enough where he wanted the card. And I got that Kobe basically as a throw-in to the deal, which was then a key piece in another trade that I made. But these Kevin Porters, I only have 3 left. I traded the other 2 in a deal, which allowed me to pick up this Nikola Jokic. So I traded, let's see if I can find it without giving too much away. I traded away, the deal was actually, I'm getting myself confused. I traded away 2 Kevin Porter Jr.'s, which I will set up right here for now. I have 3 of those. I traded away 2 Kevin Porter Jr.'s for this right here. So Kevin Porter Jr.'s were basically used as liquid. I'm even getting myself confused. You'll just have to look on the screenshots. It's been a couple of days now, but I was able to move the Mike Trout update that I got and my Baker Mayfield that I don't know if I showed you guys for this Trae Young True Gem Plus. Now that Baker I picked up for $450, and we went over the value just for that Mike Trout. I gave up roughly around, I think, $1,700 or $1,800 trade value, which I think is phenomenal for me trading up. So my all into this card is roughly $2,100, give or take maybe $100. So overall, I think this is a steal. Trae is just coming back healthy along with DeAndre Hunter. Hawks have locked up, I think, the 5 seed, and they will be playing the Knicks first round, who are a team that they could very easily beat. I think this has super high upside. The seller was actually Jaspy. I don't know if you guys watch their breaks, but he had it priced at $2,700, and the previous tag that they had on there was $6,500. That just shows how much Trae has dropped and how much room he has to go back up if the Hawks can make a run in the playoffs. This was a card, though, that I had no intention on buying, but I had to get rid of that Mike Trout, and this is something that caught my eye instantly. I love the look of tie-dyes, even if some people don't like them as much. I think it's a perfect card to get for a collection as my first Trae Young. I had 0 to this point, so I was super excited to be able to pick that one up. This is another card that I picked up as I was leaving. I had $30 left in my pocket. Seller had this, I think, priced at eBay values, which was $55. And I threw him out an offer of 30, said it's all I have on me. And he eventually decided to accept the offer. Drew Lock is a guy that I am buying low right now. I think he is so cheap. The team around him is healthy this year. They're going to have a phenomenal defense. And he's got Cortland Sutton back. He's got Judy back. He's got Fant. He is a guy that I would buy low and sell high at the end of the season. I would sell high after maybe 5 games this year. I think he is a player that is a perfect candidate for a guy that's going to shoot out onto the scene, show us what he did in his rookie season, those last 4 games. And if Denver can come out to a good start, I think this is a card that could easily be a $150 card after a few games, and I got it for $30. This, and this were part of a cash deal that I did. This was my biggest cash deal that I made throughout the show. It was for this Noelvi Marte, and this is a mega box, PSA 9. Now, I don't know if I'm going to cross this over or resub, but the True Gem BGS 9.5, which was a mint gem, which means 3 9.5s and a 9, sold for $685. Now, the seller had his price at, I think, $575, and because this is a mega box, he decided, you know what, that's not the same as a true orange. I'm going to lower the price to you for $500 for this lot. And this was the big card of the lot. But what I later learned is that mega boxes are actually going for more than the true orange for the true base card for Noelvi Marte Bowman Chromes. So this could actually be a roughly $700 to $850 card, I think. I think it's more around like $650 to $700 right now. But this is a card that I got for $500, and he is hitting $385 on the year. He is a player you guys need to be having on your radar, along with another player that I'm going to talk about in my Bowman in my Bowman Chrome players to invest in or minor league recap video that is coming out later this week. So stay tuned if you're into investing in baseball. And guys, you can buy low and sell high. This was a basically throw-in into the deal as I paid $2,100 cash. This was listed at $2,100 or at $1,700. This Noelvi was listed at, like I said, $575. We agreed on $500. So I basically got this and saved $100. And this is going for roughly $215 to $230 each sale on eBay. That's a card that I'm just going to hold on to and hope that down the line, 2 years from now, once he plays in America, he has a huge season and his hype continues to go up. Because you guys saw my Chicago card video, my Chicago, what even is it called? Card show video. I got rid of my Dominguez auto in that massive deal. And this, though, this was my favorite pickup of the entire show. For $1,700, Julio Rodriguez is a guy that I think will finish this year out as the #1 prospect in baseball. He's currently hitting over 330. I think he's hitting 333. He has 5 home runs and 5 doubles on the year, and I think we're 6 or 7 games into the season. He is a guy that's on fire right now. I'm super excited to pair this up with my orange PSA 10. I think I have a really good start on a Julio Rodriguez collection, and I'm thinking about either buying another raw orange that I saw on eBay to try and corner the market, or try and buy some of his other color non-autos, because I think his color autos are a little too expensive right now. But the reason I purchased this is because Wander Franco's PSA 10, first Bowman auto, is going for $3,500. This was $1,700. Double the price Wander is than Julio Rodriguez. Julio's batting better this year, has more home runs. I don't know if he has more doubles. He's looking like he is the #1 prospect in baseball. And as I said, I think he will finish the year out that way. I think this card finishes the season as a $2,500 card. That is why I picked it up. I think it could be as much as Wander's are now. I'm just hoping that I can flip this at the end of the season and purchase more. Now, the final big deal, of course, I hate that, guys. I don't know if you ever have trouble with these. I bought these at a local card shop, and I always have trouble getting them to stand up. They're so flimsy, but I love the look of them. For YouTube videos, I can display some of my cards out, and I think they look perfect, but unfortunately, they're so flimsy, I always have trouble. But this was the final deal that I made at the show. I traded for this Jadon Sancho PSA 9 Optic, which I think is a sneaky good buy right now because he is in his England jersey, as you can see. A lot of the times, like for Kylian Mbappe, his optic sells for more because it is in his PSG uniform, and that tends to sell more, or it's in his France uniform over his PSG, which tends to sell for more. Nobody's really talking about Sancho optics. This is a orange, though, numbered to 99. His PSA 9, numbered to 125, did $1,000. So I valued this with his increase in play at roughly $1,400. And as you can see on the screen, the cards that I traded, I think I got really high value for the two of these. That Marvin Bagley and Tua were the main pieces of the trade, and I really did not want to give them up, but I got full eBay value for them. Again, I was able to trade up. I did so much trading up in this show that I'm super happy with the value that I received. Although I didn't give up too much, I didn't have to overpay too much for these cards. I was still able to get phenomenal value. Like I said, I didn't have to overpay, and I was able to trade up to cards that I think will be going up every single week of the next month or so. If the Hawks can make a run in the playoffs, that trade could go crazy. Sancho is a guy that I would recommend you guys buy. The seller also had a red velocity number to 50. That is a card that I'm thinking I'm going to be purchasing. I just have to find a way to get roughly $3,000 cash, which is, I'm laughing because it's a joke, really. It's comical that how much these cards are going for, but I think they're only going to go up in value. So let me know in the comments how you guys think I did on this deal. I gave up roughly half of my collection of graded cards. A lot of the mid to lower end stuff that I have, I still kept my big cards. If you want to see my recent mail day, there was a card everybody at the Dells was talking about, which was mine, which was my Josh Allen. So make sure to check out that video where I unboxed my Josh Allen and other Jadon Sancho that was moved in this deal, as well as my green refractor. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. I really appreciate it. It helps spread my channel to other people as I am still growing my channel and trying to reach 100 subscribers so I can give away a card. I'm thinking about doing one of the cards that's in my personal collection. It's going to be roughly like a $500 card, I think, or $300 to $500. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can be entered into the giveaway. I'm going to be picking a random subscriber once we reach that milestone, so I'd really appreciate it. But I will catch you guys in the next video, in my Bowman Prospects MLB recap video. So make sure to stay tuned for the channel for that. Peace.